Hey nerds, welcome to Jared Bear Reacts. Today we're going to react to Lucifer Season 5 trailer posted by Netflix. This was posted 2 years ago with 14 million views, and the runtime is just over 2 minutes. If you want to watch it uninterrupted, a link will be in the description box down below, as well as a link for the Patreon, Twitch stream, and everything in between. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes. I'm actually going to go ahead and do both trailers before we start this. I'm going to do both trailers back to back for part 1 and part 2. So there may be a timestamp or something in the play bar. So we'll get into part 2 of this as soon as part 1 is done. If you were curious, the season 5 name is actually what I dubbed it was God's plan, aka Michael's plan, really. And then the season 5 finale entitled, What If God Was One of Us? So yeah. All 93 episodes of Lucifer are here on YouTube and Patreon as well if you guys want to check those out. Other than that, Season 5 was great. 16 episodes, really, really well. I think if you take out a couple of those episodes, it's another perfect season, but the episodes there, I guess, were kind of needed. Split into 2 halves, so this is part 1, if I'm not mistaken, and the next one is the part 2 trailer. So this is the part 1 trailer, and then you have the part 2 trailer also today. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this one just so we can go ahead and get over to the next one. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about each half, I guess, if I can remember enough. Let's watch.
Don't leave.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Chloe.
She'll be just fine without me.
I'm not good. I've been throwing myself into work.
I mean, literally, Chloe shows up with bangs.
At least you guys got to say goodbye. As far as I'm concerned, Lucifer can, well, he can go to hell.
Spoiler alert.
Don't eat him.
Maze even tried to throw herself at Chloe.
Hello, bad guys.
Crime solving devil.
You're here.
Yes, I got a bit bored, so I thought I'd pop back up.
Lucifer's acting different.
Yes.
Down there, time is different.
Look at them butt
I was in
cheeks
hell for
and that
thousands of
shoulder.
years. A few things might have changed.
Lucifer 2.0.
You're back. Great.
Hashtag bracelet bros. Hurricane Rana. Armbar.
Lucifer told me he had a twin brother.
Nice to meet you. I'm Michael.
The Archangel Michael. Michael.
Lucifer's life. I'm gonna take it.
This summer.
What do you truly desire?
I desire your cheeks.
Welcome home. How do you like the mess I made?
For now, I'm gonna stick to police work and avoid anything God-related. Hilarious.
I like that cut right there. It's pretty solid. 5 was great. That first half, not as good as the back half. The flashback episode thing was okay, but it does lead to one of the biggest questions of the whole series. Is like, why did you take out the scene of Lucifer giving Maze Lilith's ring? It doesn't make any sense. Like, that could have been a very emotional, heavy moment, and you just don't. They pushed Maze to the side a little bit throughout the show. Let's just call it what it is. Now, I wouldn't have... Okay, let's say I'm making the trailer. I'm not saying that that's Michael, bro. I'm not even showing... I would show Lucifer on Earth. I would do that. I would show Lucifer in hell. Walking and talking, bing, bam, bob. I would show Chloe up there, do-do-do-do. Maybe you could show him coming in saying, hello, bad guy. But it takes away from a really cool moment in the first episode. That was a nice shock for me. I would have showed him, I guess, a little bit. But I wouldn't have shown Lucifer and him back on Earth. I wouldn't have revealed that it was Michael. I would have had it have been a guessing game for everybody. And just kind of shown more from like the first couple episodes. I would have shown Chloe flirting with him. Like sucking the spoon. Saying she was going to sleep with him. This, that, and the other. And I would have showed Lucifer with... Or Michael with Maze. I would have showed that stuff. I wouldn't have shown anything else. But I like the first half. I like the whole Michael stuff. I like the ruse and how quickly Chloe was able to figure it out. I enjoyed it. So that's part 1. All right, this is part 2 that has 5.5 million views posted a year ago. And this has, the runtime on this is 2:14, Valentine's Day. So again, links in the description box down below if you want to watch it uninterrupted. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And remember, season 5, part 2 kicks off with the big G-O-D.
Father, you're here.
You're in good hands.
Well, let's dig in.
Oh my God. I mean,
You.
Well, isn't this great?
It's marvelous.
Most dysfunctional family ever.
You are a terrible father.
Oh, I love that.
Respectfully.
You're some kind of police assistant.
Consultant.
So where's your desk? He has
No,
a
the
desk.
big
Maybe
fucking.
if you work hard enough, you might one day rise to this man's level.
Exactly.
I think it's time that you and I
You
work
fucking
on a
shot me, Daniel.
relationship so that I may have a relationship. I cannot fix you, Lucifer. I think it's time. Time for me to retire.
I now know exactly what I need to do. I'm going to be God.
Dun, dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
going to do things differently.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around what all of this means for us. What could go wrong?
Michael's been gathering support from the others.
Michael wants to be God.
Clearly.
We are going to war.
It looks like he has a good shot.
Want a drink? I should have known we'd smell something fishy.
Aw, dad joke. Nice.
Thanks,
LOL.
practicing.
The darker the darkness, the brighter the light.
I love that.
What's the point? I've already won.
Lucifer's come a long way. He does his best. When
I
you
love that
put
little fist
faith in
bump.
him.
Ooh, even Maze with the kissy kissy smoochy smoochy.
Why are you doing this?
If I ever said those 3 words to you, it would be a lie.
Man, you know what? That's actually, wait, May what? 28th. That's actually a phenomenal trailer because it shows so much, but without the context, it's bits and pieces. Like, it shows post-death, them going down and hunting down those people, Lamech and all those. It shows, obviously, the big fight, the big climax, but it leaves all the good stuff out. You don't get to see Mama Marlet. You don't see any of the other stuff. It does a really good job of showing you the plot and the premise, but not giving you the full story. I think season 5, part B, part 2, whatever you want to call it, is absolutely incredible. It elevates season 5 as a whole overall. Season 5, part 1, meh. Season 5, part 2, I think that puts it above season 3. That latter half of the 5th season. And it should have ended there. It should have ended at the end of season 5. All of the Lucifer's character development, it gets built upon still a little more in season 6, but it feels like it gets thrown away in the wayside by the time it comes to the finale. Which, again, I don't hate season 6. I think it's enjoyable. It's just not as good as what Netflix gave us with 4 and 5. But I really, really love this season. You let me know what you think about the season. Overall, I liked Michael. I liked the Doppeldevil. I like those things. I wish we would have got to see more of Michael's punishment in season 6. We see him just for a brief second. We don't even get to see his face. I wish we would have had at least one extra scene or something showing him in hell. Maybe when Chloe went down there. Something like just anything. But yeah. We'll talk about more of that in the next one. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.